Let's reset for August. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. In today's video, I am going to be recapping the month of July and talking about the plan for the month of August. As always, I have already done a dedicated August budget with me video, and I have already done a dedicated August plan with me video. So check out those if you're interested. But we're going to just keep this thing moving. It's probably going to be on the shorter side of things because I have actually been not feeling too well. So we're going to get through this though, because I simply don't want to miss an upload. Not because missing an upload is this huge thing. It's just that I feel as though if I miss this video, then all of my other videos are going to be out of whack. And I'm on the tail end of my sickness, so I actually currently feel good. I just sound a little different. So anyway, let's go ahead and talk about our July finances. Here are our goals for July. As you can see, we have completed a good bit of them. Some people just listen to me while they're doing other things, so I will go ahead and talk through those instead of just relying on folks to look at the screen. We will have saved $1,000. We have invested 15% of our paychecks, paid our monthly credit card bill, canceled Hulu. We did not get new estimates for our fence. We did complete Q3 financial planning. We did not meet with our financial advisor. We did schedule my husband's hair appointment, researched other dog boarders, paid for dog boarding. We did not buy our friends an anniversary gift. We did stick to our Virginia trip budget for our family reunion, paid the Airbnb balance for that same trip, purchased comedy show tickets, purchased wine and design tickets. We have not paid my husband's college tuition because we will do that this month in August. We just saw the tuition, actually. It's a good bit of money. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. And we did sell our furniture and got new furniture. So you can't really tell, but I'm sitting at our new breakfast nook table. It won't live here because I'm in my living room right now. It could live here, but it's going to live in the breakfast nook. But we had a party yesterday, so we just brought this table over here to make room in the breakfast area because it was essentially like a dance floor. So that's why it's still here. And then not only did we sell the furniture, we then took the proceeds to buy new furniture. For July, of course, we both got 2 paydays from our full-time jobs, and then also paid ourselves the money from the business. For expenses, we ended up spending $6,234.66, which is about what we tried to spend each month, or for our spending and saving plan, we like to keep it at around $6,500 each month, and that is what took place. I'm looking on here and I'm trying to see what stood out. So one thing is we went to marriage counseling. We paid my husband's college application fee. I did the wine and design event with a friend. We tried this new bar or lounge type of thing. We went to a comedy show, but we bought the tickets with credit card points. I see Walgreens on here, so perhaps I had to pick up some medicine or something. Of course, we ate out. Our electric bill was a good amount. It was $310.12. Trying to see what else stood out to me. Some kind of concert for $20. I don't know what that is. Maybe it was one of the, I don't know what that is. Maybe sometimes there are like really free or cheap concerts that we go to in or around our area, so maybe that's what took place there. But otherwise, I don't know what concert would have been $20. Oh, we went to the club once in July. Well, multiple times, but once just my husband and me after we went to that comedy show. We saw Matt Matthews. Let me know if you know Matt Matthews. Of course, we paid our mortgage. We paid for our lawn care. When we were going to the family reunion, one of the charges that I put upon myself was to make boozy buckets. So we bought a bunch of alcohol for that. We paid both of our cell phone bills in July. And remember that we only pay our cell phone bills every 3 months. So we won't have a cell phone bills again for a few months. So we did do that. My husband bought a PlayStation 5 in July as an early birthday gift. He also bought one game, which was the new college football game. I don't know what it's called, but he needed that, I guess. Well, he needed a new system to play that game, so he bought that, but he'd been thinking about doing that for a very long time. Oh, I had a medical bill. I think we had to pay some tolls from when we were in Florida in June. And then I'm looking on here. Honestly, mine is doing some prep for the party that my husband threw yesterday for his mom and aunt, who both had birthdays last week. That's pretty much it. Nothing else is really sticking out outside of groceries and eating out. That's pretty much where our money went. Oh, and of course, when we were in Virginia for our family reunion, we did do a few things, like we went out to eat, but most of the expenses were already covered before we got there. Like the Airbnb balance was covered before we got there, technically, like the vast majority of it, because we just paid the second part of the balance in July, and it was a lesser amount than the initial deposit. And then we took a cocktail class, but we already paid for the cocktail class before getting there. And then for the family reunion, we did a sip and paint, and we did a banquet and all this stuff, and we had already paid our dues before going there, so we didn't have to pay for that. So it was basically like we bought a couple meals while we were there, and then we did go out with our cousins, but we didn't have a cover any of the times that we went out. We didn't have a cover charge. So mainly like some drinks here or there or some food or something. But July was a pretty good month, actually. And that's pretty much what took place with our finances. Let's talk about our July goals. For personal, I wanted to take one personal day. I did do that. I wanted to read 2 books. I did not. I may not have read any books, in fact. I started on a book, but I don't think I actually started and finished a single book. July was an interesting month. For self-care, I did one of the things. I will say I was definitely way more mindful with my carb intake, but because I did not complete more of the action steps than I did complete, I'm going to leave that unchecked. We didn't do any of the family projects. We saved $1,000. We invested 15% of our paychecks. I did some friend dates. I caught up with a friend, hosted family and friends. Oh yeah, I went to a party and I took my friend out to eat because his partner was going to be throwing him a surprise party. And so because I couldn't be at the surprise party when it was actually happening because I had already scheduled to be elsewhere, what I decided to do, or what the spouse asked me to do, was to see if I could take him out to eat. It's my old coworker. Take him out to eat and not take him out to eat, like see if he wanted to meet up to hang for drinks or something. So we just went and got a couple drinks and an appetizer, and we invited some of our other coworkers turned friends as well. So that's my idea of catching up with a friend with both of them. I did actually get to go to the party afterwards, after I left my other event. So I went to hang for probably like 2 hours or so. So that was a long day. Cause I hung with them, then I went to my friend's event, and then I went back to the party, or went to the party. And then I wanted to connect with a new family member and be intentional about that at the reunion, which was very easy to do, but that's kind of what I wanted to do, mainly because I feel like every single time I go to a reunion, I meet a new family member and we connect on like a way where we like might text each other, or, you know, we just have a deeper connection than me just knowing that that's my cousin. So that was that. I wanted to secure, are we gonna skip the career part? We should, because of, you know, I just took my exam in June, so I'm not really too interested in kind of diving deep back into studying and all of that. So we'll see what comes of that. But yeah, I didn't do any of that. Well, I guess I prepped for back to school. So that's it. We'll check off that. For business, I did want to secure 1 sponsorship, and I secured 3, which was pretty cool. And then I wanted to publish 8 YouTube videos. I didn't do that. And then I wanted to work out 3+ times per week, which shakes out to be about 15 times per month or every other day. And I did do that. And that's what I try to stick to. If I can't work out Mondays, Wednesdays, or Fridays, I try to for sure do the days in between. So Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and or Sundays. So that's kind of the routine that I try to stick to, mainly because, for no other reason than because I do know that when you are working out, whether you're doing strength training or whatever, you can continue to receive benefits from whatever workout that you did or exercise that you did for days following. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, just kind of depends. So that's why I try to do at least every other day, if you've ever wondered about that. So those are our July goals. Now let's do a little July recap, which shouldn't take long because there really wasn't much to July. Well, there was a lot to July, but it was just so hectic that it didn't seem like there was much to it. So let's recap July. By the way, I am working out of my iPad, working off of my iPad, of course. And for the July budget and the July goals, I was in Notion, and now I am in my digital planner, which is in GoodNotes. So we're just gonna, do a little recap of the month of July. So first of all, some highs. When I think of highs, I think of the moments where I really feel like this is what life is truly about. So we had a marriage counseling session, and that was a really good session. It was our second one, so naturally it was better than our first one. So that was a good moment. I put on here feeling great. Obviously this is before I would befall illness. So I think I was feeling great. I really think I was on top of the world from like the 1st of July all the way until probably when I got back from my family reunion. And that's when it was really hectic for me because I missed 2 of my planning days because we went back to work that same week that I was going to go to my family reunion. So I missed both of my planning days. And then the kids were to come back the week after that, the Monday after that. And so having missed those planning days and having gone out of town for 4 days, I just got back feeling really discombobulated. And then I had a really busy week, and then I got sick. So I think I was feeling really great before I left for the family reunion. And then I put dinner with my ex-coworkers. They're also my friends, but I just forever view them as ex-coworkers. My friend hosted a sip and read, which was pretty fun, so I went to that. And then I bought my first ever table tennis paddle. You would not know this unless I told you, which is most things. Most of the time people aren't going to know anything about me unless I tell them. And I really enjoy table tennis, so much so that I actually play it a couple of times per week when I go to the gym. So I bought my first ever paddle, so I'm really excited for that. And I don't know, that was just a high for me, and I'm just excited. I bought it literally the day before I was going to go play last week, and then I got sick, and then I missed working out and missed work all of last week. So I haven't been able to use it yet, but hopefully I can use it this week. Lows, I was sick. I did not have COVID. I did not have flu A, flu B. I don't know what I had, but other people around me have been experiencing it and having it, so it's not just me. But yeah, I was sick. I don't know, something about being sick right at the beginning of the school year was weird, and then it's the middle of summer, which I don't know, is a little bit weird for me. But I will have to say that one positive is that it was during a time where I didn't really have a lot going on, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Anyway, and then because of which I was ill prepared for the new school year. I was prepared like to go back, and I had all my, I was organized and all that, but we transitioned to a new system for this school year, and the system wasn't working for the first week, and so I couldn't access the system and get as organized as I would have liked once I actually went back to work. So I was prepared to go back, but it seemed very much like all of the ruckus around the new system and all of that caused me to be ill prepared, and then I felt ill. So it just seems like I am off to a terrible start. For lessons, I literally have every relationship is different. I think this was some kind of epiphany. Obviously I know that already, but I think that there was a lot of conversation around that, I guess, around the time that we went to marriage counseling or during or after. I literally can't remember when I journaled this or when I wrote in this, but that's pretty much the only lesson that I felt like was really pivotal. I always say that. Instead of saying pivotal, I say pivotable. That was really pivotal in the month of July. Otherwise, I really can't think of anything else. Okay, so now let's move on to favorites. One of my favorites is my sense of community. I feel like I have a pretty solid sense of community, if nothing else. I've always been the type of person to just have a few close people to me. And I don't know, I feel like that still holds true, but I definitely still have a huge community, probably due to all the hobbies that I've been into my whole life and different schools that I've gone to and different jobs that I've had and all of that. But I just really feel a solid sense of community, or I felt that way in July. I don't know what made me notate that, but you know, at what point that made, you know, I journaled that or wrote in that, but that came up for me because I fill these out as I see fit. Or every couple days I might come in and write in something. I rearranged my home office, and that is definitely a favorite. I do want to upgrade a few of my pieces, but for now I have rearranged it and it is the best. I don't know why I didn't have it arranged like that originally. I went to a wine and design with my friend where we did wine tasting, and they made us these little charcuterie, like little board cups types of things. And what else did we do? Oh, we also designed a flower bouquet. So it was so fun and cute. And then also we went to a cocktail making class while we were in Virginia, and that was so fun. And yeah, those are some of my favorites. I also got a new phone case, which is this one. And I worked with this brand, Anchor, in July. They sent me this phone case to review or talk about. That piece of work is on Instagram, so you probably, you know, don't know or whatever if you just follow me on YouTube. But I got this new phone case and I love it. It's so fun. There are so many great features to it, but I do like this new phone case. I also got a new pencil case for my Apple Pencil. I have the Pencil Pro, and this is my new phone case. This is my new pencil case. There's really not much to it. It's just a clear case, and I've been loving it. I don't know. It's just a clear case though. I also went to a couple of book events, so that was fun. I put the club because my husband and I went to the club. Specifically, I had written this in before. We went to the family reunion when my husband and I went to the club, and that was a fun experience because we hadn't gone all summer. And even when we went to Miami, technically we didn't go to the club. There was an outdoor club, bar, restaurant kind of thing attached to our hotel, but like all in all, we didn't actually go to a club. So technically all summer we hadn't gone to one, so that was very fun. That one time that we did go, we tried to make the most of it, and the rates had changed and all of that, so we were excited about that. We went to the Matt Matthews concert, and then I have on here whiskey. I think that there was some kind of experience that I had somewhere that I had to have gone where whiskey was something that was being served, and maybe it was that cocktail making class or something, but I was into whiskey for a little bit in the month of July. I'm staring at something over there. It's the balloon. It's catching my attention because it's moving around. And then lunch with my coworkers, which technically I have on there. Wait, no, that was lunch with my actual coworkers. Lunch with my actual coworkers, because I have a new coworker who I know, which is pretty cool. But we had all gotten together before the school year started officially, I think, and we had gone to lunch, and I hadn't seen them in, 2 months or so. And the first time, all of us being together with our new coworker, and we just had a good lunch together. It was a good time. It wasn't the lunch, it was just the time that we spent together. And then of course for habits, I was tracking sleeping 8 hours, exercising, reading, studying, no alcohol, low carb, medications, taking medications, vitamins, skincare, and journaling. And I did not study or journal a single time, but I did pretty good on everything else. I do pretty poorly with tracking my low carb, and that's because I really need to be more intentional about when I'm filling in my habits. Sometimes I might go a day or two without filling in the habits, and then I can't remember if I consumed low carbs or not. Because let's say I have, let's say I were to have a chicken sandwich meal from Chick-fil-A. If I have all of those carbs just for one meal, I wouldn't consider that to be low carb. My idea of low carb is really anything like 80 or below. Anything above 80 I would consider to be a little high. So I sometimes can't remember, I guess, what I ate specifically. So I probably would do well to just track what I eat if I really want to track if I'm consuming low carbs or not. So I need to do better with that. But anyway, that is my July reflection. Shout out to these mood boards that I do every month, because I simply am not a person who, my memory sucks. Everybody knows this. Everybody pokes fun at me for it, but I really just don't remember stuff for real. But having done these mood boards, or continuing to do these mood boards, really helps me to remember, because honestly, I already forgot that I went to a cowgirl themed planner event in July, and I totally did that, and I bought that cowgirl hat. I've been thinking about, well, I was thinking about taking it back when I first bought it, because I'm like, why did I just buy this? I can just figure out some other kind of way to, you know, dress accordingly. But then I was like, you know, I really like Nashville, Tennessee and stuff like that, so I'm just gonna keep it because it was on sale, and who knows when I'll need it again, basically. That's my little doggie. She's so cute. She was on my office couch looking out the window like, girl, so nosy. That's Matt Matthews when he first came out. That's my cousins and I doing the sip and paint. Well, taking a shot, I think, but doing the sip and paint. And then this is the book that I'm reading, Curvy Girl Summer, which I actually started at the Sip and Read. And then, oh yeah, I went to a summer themed book swap, and you can't really see my whole basket, but I put together a really cute basket. You had to pick out like a summer themed book, and then you could, you know, do a basket how you saw fit. And I just put a bunch of supplies in there from Dollar Tree, like pens and office supplies and candy and snacks and drinks and stuff. You can't see the whole one, but that was that. And then I think that was Happy Place by Emily Henry, which I love that book. That's me at the book event. This is the office switch up, and literally there's two shelves. There's another shelf over here on the other side of the desk that looks like this one, and then there's my couch, and everything else, there's the whole other part of the office is empty. You can't even see how much empty space there is, and I love it. I do have an area rug. It's not too big, probably 5 by 7, that goes under here, but it's not in this picture, because when I took this picture, I was cleaning the rug. So anyway, me and my husband at the comedy show, I believe. That's my wine bouquet, or that's my bouquet from the Wine and Design. Oh, I forgot, my little cousin had a birthday, so we got him a gift. That's my first paddle. It's a Stiga paddle, so we'll see how that goes. That's me and my cousin and husband, my little cousin, at the at the Paint and Sip, same day. And then I think that's it. That is my July mood board. I have, of course, already talked about my August budget in a video, so if you want to see what that is, you can check out that video. So for now, we are going to talk about my August goals. For August, I would like to take a personal day. That's a goal that I have each and every month. And I put on here August 17th because I am going to be doing a lot of things, like a lot of my hobbies, I guess you could say, on August 17th. And so I'm counting that as a personal day, because a personal day for me is basically just taking some time, hours, of course, doing whatever feeds my soul. I also want to read 2 books. I have to read Curvy Girl Summer within the next few days. I actually plan to finish it within the next few days before I have to return it, because I have to return it in 4 days. So I have 4 days to finish it, and I'm like halfway finished. And then I also want to read Spare. Now Spare, I have to return in like 8 or 9 days, maybe 10. So in theory, I would finish Curvy Girl Summer and then start right back up with another book, which would be Spare. Because I've been going to book events, I have a lot of books that I've gotten. So otherwise I have other books that I can read, actual physical books. So we'll see. I'm definitely finishing Curvy Girl Summer because I love it. And I'll see if I'll start on Spare. All right, for action steps, I want to do the same things. Schedule OBGYN, do nails, and do low carb. Same home projects, there's so many. Same goal for saving, I think, for last month, which is $1,000, and investing 15% of our paychecks. Pretty much the same goals actually all around. I don't have a lot that I'm trying to get accomplished in August. So I want to schedule friend dates, catch up with a friend, host family and friends. Career, literally the same thing except for prepping for back to school. I don't have to do that anymore. And I don't know how much of what's on here I'm going to actually do in August anyway, because I'm really not too focused on that, and we will see. I want to secure one sponsorship. I have already secured a sponsorship with Mint Mobile. I work with them pretty much every month. I want to publish 8 YouTube videos, which is why I am committed to doing this video. And then I want to work out 3+ times per week. And those are my August goals. I feel like I ran through this really quickly, and the video is gonna be like 30 minutes, which is a little rare for me, but I'm not mad at it. So hopefully I covered everything. I think I did. I normally have more lessons, and I think I'll kind of elaborate more on some of the other areas. But that's pretty much it for this video. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a like, subscribe if you're new, and if you're liking what you're seeing, and I will catch you guys right back here in a few days in a brand new video. Bye guys.